everyone, so today we're making the electric puppy Pokemon Yamper. So take a polystyrene shaped egg, put some core wool around it and felt it into a fat sausage shape. This will be the base for Yamper's body. Next take a light brown colour and felt it around the base. One end of the sausage should be fatter than the other. You should now have what looks like a fuzzy potato. The larger end will be Yamper's behind. For Yamper's underbelly, felt some white wool into a flat oval shape. Tuck in the edges to smooth out the shape. Then felt on this white piece onto the potato shape. I'm just felting some light brown wool around the white belly, just to blend it into the body. For Yamper's head, felt some white wool into a brown ball. The ball should have a bit of a bump on it. This is for Yamper's snout. Keep adding wool to build up the shape and size. I'm just adding some more wool on top of the head just to make it bigger. Felt on thin strips of white wool to hide any edges. Compare the head with the body to check if it's too big or too small. Here I'm felting on some light brown wool for the patches on the side of Yamper's head. So now we need to felt some yellow patches on top of the brown patches. Felt on 2 yellow discs on top of the brown patches. Now we'll make his cute little yellow nose. Felt a small triangle shape. Round off the corners of the triangle if they're too sharp. Felt the nose on top of his snout. His eyes are a little fiddly. Felt 2 small light green discs. Felt a thin layer of yellow wool on the bottom of the eye. Then felt a white dot for the shine of the eye. The white shine is sort of in a diamond shape. Just leave the shine round if it's too fiddly to felt into a diamond. Felt mainly around the edges of the eye to keep the edges smooth. I don't seem to have recorded the next bit, but take some thin strips of black wool and felt these around the edges of the eyes. This will make the eyes a little more highlighted. For the ears, take 2 pieces of thick brown wool and felt these into triangles. Take a thinner piece of green wool, felt this into a similar sized triangle as the brown. Felt the green wool on top of the brown at an angle. This will stop too much of the green from poking through. Felt a smaller yellow triangle and felt this on top of the green. Ideally I should have felted the yellow on top of the green before putting the green on top of the brown. Then felt on some brown strips of wool onto the back of each ear, just to hide any of the green. Decide where to place the ear on top of the head. Use a pin to hold it into position. Whilst felting, make sure the inside of the ear is curved a bit. Felt around the edges of the base of each ear, and felt on some more wool if anything needs covering up, such as the green wool. For Yamper's mouth, take some dark red wool and felt it into a flat sausage. And felt this underneath his nose. Make sure it's curved to give him a happy little smile. To give the mouth more of a 3D shape, felt on some white wool on top of the edges of the mouth. Roll 2 small balls of white wool between thumb and finger and felt these on top of the mouth into triangle shapes for his teeth. For his little tongue, felt some dark pink into an oval shape, put an even darker shade on top just for the vein down the tongue, and then felt this into his mouth. He's so cute, I love him, I'm so happy with how he turned out. Take some glue and stick on his head. For the tuft around his neck, take some yellow wool, make sure it's quite thick, and roll it into a sausage, and then felt it lightly. For his paws, take some white wool, and felt 4 white teardrop shapes. Position his tuft around his neck, and felt mainly around the edges. This will keep the wool nice and thick and tufty. Now we'll make one of Yamper's most defining features, his heart-shaped bottom. Take a piece of thick yellow wool, and to begin with, felt it into a triangle shape. Then round off 2 of the corners of the triangle. That now Yamper will play later. Then felt a dip into the middle of these 2 rounded corners. Then check if the heart shape is too big or too small for his behind. Take a strip of light green wool and felt around the edges of the heart. Now we can felt his cute fluffy bum into place. Add more green around the edges to neaten off the heart. So back to his paws, score 2 lines down the thicker shape of the teardrop. Yamper has yellow paw pads, so felt a round disc of yellow on the bottom of each paw. Glue each paw into place, and feel free to give Yamper a belly rub whilst you're at it. Just his little yellow tail to make now. Felt some wool into a thin sausage shape. Keep one end unfelted. And felt the sausage into a zigzag shape. Ideally I should have used a thicker piece of wool when I was making his tail. It should now look like a small lightning bolt. Place the unfelted end of the tail on top of his bum and felt into place. Neaten off any rough parts of Yamper by either adding thin strips of wool or cutting off any excess fuzz. So just a quick update from my Fue Coco video. I've now added another slice of cheese to his back, since we now know what he looks like behind. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone next time.